Hi, this is Tyra G again from Frankly Speaking with Tyra G. And as you know, we're on the road again at the Westfield Marriott in Chantilly, Virginia. Now, why are we here? Something real special is happening here in terms of leadership, in terms of service. We are a few of the 1.2 million people that belong to Rotary International. When you hear the word Rotary, think service. In fact, think service above self. I decided to come here and have a conversation with some of the people. It's sort of a Tyra on the street interview. And I have with me right now, I could say, the man in charge. He is the incoming district governor, Mr. Harry Henderson. I'm going to ask him to introduce himself so you can hear his voice and get an idea of just who he is.
Thank you very much, Tyra. My name is Harry Henderson. I'm from the Bailey's Crossroads Rotary Club, and I am currently the district governor-elect for Rotary District 7610. I will become district governor as of July 1, and I will remain in that position from July 1 of 2020 through June 30 of 2021. And so I'm very excited about this opportunity to lead the roughly 2,500 Rotarians across our district, ranging from the Northern Virginia suburbs of Washington, D.C., all the way down through the Fredericksburg area to Charlottesville and over to the Northern Neck and near the Chesapeake Bay. I've had such a wonderful opportunity through Rotary to meet so many wonderful people. Rotary truly saved my life. I joined Rotary mainly because my daughter was diagnosed with a rare genetic disorder. And as a result of that, I went into a pretty deep depression. And I had a very difficult time trying to find out what it is that I wanted to do and what I could do. I became angry at times, just as I think any special needs father would, that, look, no fault of my own, but this happened, why me sort of approach to it. And I just really was having a difficult time getting out of bed, doing anything that was getting me out involved in the community. And I met an individual by the name of Juanita Ballinger, and she said to me, "You need to come to Rotary, our meeting at Bailey's Crossroads. I want to introduce you to some people." I went there. It was the most welcoming experience that I've ever had in my life. I had a terrific opportunity to meet all these wonderful people, and all of a sudden I had a reason to get up on a Friday morning and to get out into the community. And what I found was I had a family. I had a family with my fellow Rotarians from that club. A lot of people talk about why they joined Rotary as well. I joined for this service project, or I joined for that service project, or I joined because it was involved with networking for my business. I joined because that group of people cared about me and my family.
I can't tell you, you just made my heart smile. I receive your words, but I receive what was behind them, the vulnerability, the authenticity, and I hope you heard the most important message, which was Rotary was an answer, a personal answer. And what we can't forget is each and every one of us has a need that is unfulfilled. And when Jonathan was telling us about the geography of this district, I guarantee you each one of those clubs has a different personality. So here we are in this one place, bringing all of these personalities together, hopefully becoming a touchstone for them to take back to their clubs. And hopefully the passion that you just heard from the district governor-elect will go with them.
Well, I will tell you, I've had a wonderful 2 days here with the absolute cream of the crop within Rotary International.
Yes.
Our president-elects of the 57 clubs across our district here in Northern Virginia has been just absolutely beyond impressive. These individuals all join for different reasons.
Yes.
They all have different passions. They all have different challenges that are going on in their clubs and in their communities. but they all have the same desire.
Yes, yes.
And that is, they want to do better in their community.
Yes.
They want their community to be a better place. They want to be able to find a way to help the world become a better place.
Yes.
But they also want themselves to be better people in the process. And that's a key part to what Rotary is. We oftentimes say it's service above self, but what we fail sometimes to realize is that in the process of doing that, we are making ourselves a better person, a better citizen of the world, a better husband, a better father, a better mother, a better wife, a better friend, a better citizen of our communities, a better citizen of the world. And that is some of the best parts of Rotary, just in a nutshell.
And I want to go back to something that you said initially, and something that I learned during my season of depression. And that was, if you can get outside of yourself long enough to give to someone else, you'll heal. You can. I don't know whether it's a psychological chemistry cycle or whether it's spiritual, but when you start to give, something happens to you. So when these clubs are doing things, service, like you said, maybe above self, but it's service for self as well.
I really echo that. You know, whenever my daughter was born, I really went into a pretty deep depression. Mm-hmm. It was a very, very difficult time for me. But at the same time, what I found was I had this amazing support network through my Rotary Club.
There you go. Yes,
They were there every step of the way for myself and my family. I cannot tell you how many times that something has come up where someone has called me and said, hey, I saw that on Facebook that you and your wife and daughter were going to Philadelphia to Shriners Hospital.
Yes, yes.
And they said to me, you know, I'm a part of this other organization. We drive people to Shriners Hospital in Philadelphia.
Look at that.
You don't have to drive and have the stress that goes along with that. We will take you for you. We never would have known that without Rotary.
Yes.
Rotary opened that opportunity for me to know that information. My daughter attends Key Center School in Fairfax County. The reason that she attends that is because my Rotary Club got a school board member from my home area to come and be a speaker in front of our group. And afterwards, I sat down and talked to the person, explained my daughter's situation. I said, I'm really struggling, trying to find the right fit for my daughter to do this. And she said, you're clearly not talking to the right person. Let me help you.
I love those words. Let me help you.
And Rotary helped me.
Yes.
Rotary was there to do that. You know, the theme coming up for Rotary Year 2020-2021 is Rotary Opens Opportunities. It doesn't say Rotary Opens Opportunities to eradicate polio, though that's something we would love to be able to do, and it's something we work on. It doesn't say Rotary opens an opportunity to plant a tree or to end the modern-day slavery that exists in society. It doesn't do that because Rotarians do that. Individuals do that. But Rotary gives us the opportunity to come together, meet other people, and provide an opportunity for us to do something better than ourselves, but also for ourselves in the process. And I've been sharing some wisdom with the president-elects about our theme this year. Our theme has 3 open doors that come along with it. And I said, you know, think of the first door as about service. And I said that, you know, our president-elect for Rotary International, Horton Knox, said people join Rotary for a variety of reasons. They join it for something as large as eradicating polio, or as simple as planting a tree, or as I like to say, as simple as putting the name of a hero on an American flag.
Amen. They
also join Rotary, I view it as a second door, because of this amazing friendships that you make in the fellowship that exists. There was a member of my club by the name of Bill Kilpatrick. He was a wonderful man, and he used to say, Rotary is where I have coffee with my friends.
I hear you.
And I thought about that, and I thought, you know, Rotary is where I met 3 guys, Ben Hester, Joe Luquire, and Dave Borowski. And all 3 of us are from different places in the world. All 3 of us came together. We have a passion for helping our community. We have a passion for our families. We have a passion for our country. but we have a passion for each other and helping each other in whatever it is we can do. Rotary opened that opportunity for us. And the last door, by the way, is about making a better self. Mm-hmm. You know, the vision statement of Rotary International includes the phrase to become a better person ourselves.
Yes.
When I became president of my club, I became more organized. I became, and I know you know this now as a president yourself, you become better organized. You learn how to deal with different people that have different ideas in different ways, and you learn to deal with them with respect in a way that in today's society often is not always, you know, the easiest, particularly as social media advances in a way that can be very, very troubling, very difficult onto it. And we seem to have a lack of decorum in society more and more. I became a better father. I became a better husband because of my time as president of my club. And so I look at that theme of Rotary opens opportunities. Rotary opened those opportunities for me to do something good for my fellow man. It opened an opportunity to friendships and fellowship that I never would have had. And it opened an opportunity for me to become a better version of me.
And I really and truly, you know, I'm looping back on so much you said. I heard you talk about the three individuals and yourself that bonded because you wanted to have a place where you could be family, where you could do business, where you could just be without judgment. And
I could be me.
Yeah.
I could be who I am. I didn't have to be a persona that you have on Facebook. I didn't have to be a person that, you know, I could be my true authentic self.
And keywords. And I want to give our founder, Paul Harris, age 37, with three of his buds on a cold February night in Chicago, said, hey, let's do an organization where we can be me, whoever me is, where we don't have barriers of interest, where we have doors of opportunity. And that was 4 people. Those little 4 people grew into 1.2 million members of Rotary. The last thing that I wanted to say is being a Rotary president as an African American woman is a huge step and signal of who Rotary is.
Amen.
Because women had to fight the Supreme Court to be a part of it. That's just women. Now you take a subset of that. And so when I walk into a room, and I want to say this, my first international convention was in Bangkok. I went to Bangkok as a member of Rotary. What happened to me there with 33,000 other Rotarians from all over the world, I came back as a Rotarian. I even wound up adopting 2 young adults from Thailand, and they have gone in their country to be a part of Rotary. What do you want to say to the listening audience, the one thing you take away from this experience? What do you want them to know?
Here at President-elect Seminar here in Chantilly, we have seen absolutely the brightest stars that I have ever seen inside Rotary. They are so amazing people. They care so much about their community. They have this unbelievable passion and interest in making their community a better place. I think sometimes people think of the Rotary Club and they think it's a smoke-filled back room of all white men
that own things.
I have been around so many people that don't fit that stereotype and don't fit that mold. And I have to tell you, what I hear from them is the same concerns I hear from everyone else. They're concerned about their community. They want to see their schools be a better place. They want to see their community be a safer place. They want to see that we can help people that we don't otherwise know. But it comes back to a different issue in all of this. And I know I've talked about social media a couple of times in all of this. social media was supposed to bring all of us closer together. And what it has inadvertently done, in sort of the law of unintended consequences here, is it drove us all further apart.
Mm-hmm.
We don't have that personal connection any longer.
Correct.
We don't have the ability to look out onto our fellow individual, fellow citizen of the world and say, what is it that I can do to help that individual on a personal nature to it?
Mm-hmm.
Recently, my wife was diagnosed with ovarian cancer. And she had a significant surgery to rectify the challenge that was involved with it. My Rotary Club filled the waiting room.
I believe it.
The surgical room.
I believe it.
While they were there to help make sure that I was taken care of, that my daughter was taken care of, and that my wife knew that they were there for her.
Yes.
I see that same passion in all of these sessions that I'm participating in, where these individuals are looking out over a world that seems more and more polarized, more and more separate, more and more different. And these individuals are saying, I don't want that. I want to find things that are going to bring us together, that are going to unite us, that are going to allow us to find the solutions to the problems that we have, and to allow us to find that unity that we've seemingly lost all over those years. That's what I took away from this, is a hopeful look into the future here in Northern Virginia.
So you just heard the president-elect celebrate game changers, waymakers, passionate people filling the rooms here. That can only spell hope. We thank you, John, and we thank our listeners for taking the time. And you stay tuned. I'm not finished yet.